Janet Kuypers.
I don't need that this time.
He doesn't need it this time. Oh yes, because he knows our music.
John knows everything, everyone.
Yeah.
He likes to think he does. I love him. Anyway, I thought I would read two poems and a song, and they all appear in this book that is called Say Nothing. In this book. I'll go with the poems first and end with the song. This one, I'll give different themes. This one is called Marry Me, Whatever You Are. I have gay friends who considered leaving the country before the George Bush was actually re-elected. Hits to Canada's websites for immigration skyrocketed after the election results came in. And I thought, hey, a president may have some problems, but that's no reason to desert your home. But they were sure after the election that same-sex partner right would never be granted to them. I mean, there was one person. If there is one person who is ill and in the hospital, the other has no right to be there for them. And I thought, if Bush was trying to appeal to a vast majority of people, he'd have to be good for everyone, right? I even heard Bush say that rights should be given to same-sex partners, even if they don't call it marriage. And I thought, well, it might sound rude, but he's got to respect the redneck, bag-ass country folk in this country, too. And they only believe that a man and a woman can marry, and they can do that, but then screwing animals would be okay at the farm, I guess. But at least we're going to give same-sex couples rights. That's a good sign, right? And then I heard that a Republican then wanted to make a constitutional amendment defining marriage. They wanted to define something that is not the government's business. Then again, they make enough laws now that everything is balanced at every other rational government thing. They'll actually bind everything and do everything and step on anyone's toes anyway. Then 14 states made laws defining marriage as only between a man and a woman. Okay, I'm beginning to see why some of my friends are worried. I figured I'd start with that one before I would go to this one, which is called Universe, Now in Color. I heard the NASA artist-in-residence talk about how images were that we see from Hubble, and I've seen these telescope photos, the colors from galaxy clusters and nebula. It's mind-boggling. But they explain that when these images come in, they're all digital, a series of ones, a series of zeros, and there's no color in the images at all. I mean, astronauts described outer space as an amazingly vast black void. So when people get this data from these images, they imagine the heat radiating from these objects. I mean, you know, red is hot and blue is cold. And they just think about what this would actually look best for these images. And I thought, but you see, this cluster looks perfect in pink, and I think this galaxy should really be red. This gamma ray burst looks great in green, and these clouds around this orange nebula look better in blue, and you could show this planetary rings in green and in purple. I mean, really, is this what they do? I know these images in outer space are beautiful, but I didn't know that they were literally an art form. Hubble takes pictures of objects in space with different filters to capture the light rays the human eye can't see. So when we get final full-color images from Hubble, they're nothing like what the universe really is. Outer space. Abstract art. I love introducing this song of ours this way. This is John's music, my words, and I said to John, you're a blues musician, I want you to take every single blues riff you can think of and cram them all into one thing. Well, but you came pretty darn close. So you can laugh at how many different things that sound bluesier in this, and this is a song called Tightrope Affair. rules. I play the game and it gets to you. But you can't say a word, you can't move an inch, 'cause you can't break the rules. I know what to say, I know what to do, and it sets you on fire. I have to play on what you like to see what you can take. So I walk out onto that tightrope to watch you move and shake. But now we're both stuck there, but here is where you quake. But you can't fall from this wire. We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know your way down when you're making your moves and balancing in on that tightrope affair? When we gracefully step on that paper-thin wire, we're balancing high. We look to the ground, see a circus of clowns as we're touching the sky. Now we both tightrope walk, and I wonder why we can't bring it all into the light. You up on the fire, you feel the fire and you feel the fear. But you're filled with desire, you wanna go higher whenever we are near. Well, what will transpire? And now that we're here, what can we do to make us right? We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know the way down when you're making your moves and balancing in on that tightrope affair? You're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know your way down when you're making your moves and balancing in on that tightrope affair? We're walking a fine line in our tightrope affair. There's no net when you're high, so you better beware. Do you know how it feels when you're making your moves and balancing in on that tightrope affair? Yeah.